do they suggest you plant radishes first in your first ever, garden experience? And why is it the best plant for kids? Well, this is why. So the kids have been begging me to pick these radishes for about a week now, and I've told them no, and I've made them wait because look at them, they're so big. They're just luscious and awesomeness. So today they're big enough where they're gonna actually get to pick them. So they're pretty excited. So wait, no, not yet. What y'all been waiting to do?
Pick radishes.
Y'all ready?
Yes.
Hold on, let's do it one at a time. Okay, so what you're gonna do is try to grab it at the base. Let's let Cadence go first. Which one are you grabbing, baby?
This one.
Huh? That one? All right, let's see if you can pull it. Let's see, how big is it?
Giant.
It's giant. All right, Rivers, you want to go next?
Wait.
Okay.
Ooh.
Wow.
Weird.
Let me see. All right, Caroline. Wait, Cadence. Whoa. Okay, whoa, before you shake the dirt off on the thing, shake it back out in the pot. In the bed. There you go. There you go. All right, so let's not pick don't pick the small ones, just get the biggest ones. All right, Cadence. Whoa. How big that one turned out to be.
Really?
Yeah, shake all the dirt out. You got one? Let's see.
Ooh, fat.
Wow, wait a minute. I can't. It is fat. Cool. You ready, Rivers? Yeah. Shake all the dirt off.
Now,
Is that one of the big ones? Okay.
can I pick it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Mama, I think it wet.
All right, shake them. Shake it off.
Isn't this a big one?
It is a big one. Only the big ones.
I have the hugest radish.
That one is gigantic. Let me
Mama.
see. Hold it up. Hold it in your hand. How big is it? Wow.
It's almost as big as my hand. Hey,
It is. Let me see, baby.
Tiny.
Oh, I think it was a little one. Well, it's gone now. Here, I think this is a big one, Rivers.
Can I pick this one or?
I might have to let that one go a little bit.
Oh, I know. Ready?
Okay. Oh, was it short? Oh, it was like a little fat one.
Like a tomato.
Like a tomato.
Over here I have a huge.
Okay, only the big ones. Some of them are small. Yeah, shake the soil off.
Ow, ow, it's poking me.
It's poking you.
Yeah, they have pokey things on them.
Oh, do you scratchy things? What you got, Cadence? You got a whole handful? There you go. That is awesome.
Ow.
Wait, save some. What are you ready to do with your radishes?
Eat them.
Eat them. What are you going to eat them in? You going to eat them by themselves or eat them in a salad?
Eat them by themselves.
By themselves? What about you, man?
They're sour. Eat them by themselves.
Oh.
Right now.
Right now. You want to eat them? You don't want to eat them?
I don't really want to eat them because they're sour.
They're sour? They're kind of spicy?
Hey,
Spicy,
Mama,
yeah.
I gotta eat these right now.
Right now? Okay.
As I go watch the
Okay. Alright guys, so we are going to start here. Isn't this beautiful? And this is actually a native plant that I dug out of the side of the woods over there. I noticed it coming up and I thought, wow, that is beautiful. I mean, who knew that this tropical, native type plant would grow here in Mississippi? And of course I looked it up. So, and it is a Indian pink. So, or pink root. Isn't that cool? So I suggest you get a book. I'm huge about books about natives. So this is all Mississippi wildflowers. I have one that's from Mississippi State about the trees. So native Mississippi trees, foraging, southeast mushrooms. Like, there's just a ton of resources out there, and it's always nice to have a guidebook. A lot of things have not changed over there at all, or over there, besides some new growth on the plants. But what's exciting is our beans are growing. You can see where the frost still kind of nipped those, and here. So look at this, I got some babies coming. Oh my god, can you see it? Ah, got baby plants coming. So excited. So got several of those throughout the bed. I think you can see right there where I'm cutting. And yes, I'm cutting the extra leaves off. It's not going to hurt it. You see where I take some scissors, I snap it off. And that's for several reasons, so that it will have airflow. So if you look through this way, see where it has all that airflow, and then I can easily check for pests. It doesn't get any, trying to avoid any disease or nasty stuff that's going to happen to them by having it clumped up and shadowy, and they're going to get lots of sunshine. So when the flowers come out, the bees can find it, the boats can find it. So that's exciting. I have several little babies on there. And then the beans have started flowering, so you can see that one over there. We got flowers starting to come up on them. The sun's coming out now. We got a little rain too. We have cherry tomatoes. So cherry tomatoes for the kids. So we have 3. 1, 2, 3 over there. And yes, they look really tiny because I have buried them up to their necks. So they're in there pretty deep. They have some worm castings around them and good rich soil. And then, as they grow, I'm going to put structures around them to help support them. But these are here just for the kids to come and grab a snack. Yeah, I want them to be welcomed in the garden. I want them to feel like they can come in here and they know which plants that they can pick straight off of. And we don't use chemicals on them, so they're going to be fun to come out and snack, So that's what I want them to do. Same thing with the cucumber over there. It's going to go over here, and I want them to just be able to grab it and snack. This is a fresh eating patio garden. That is the idea. Their toys are over there. I want them to feel like this is a great, wonderful, just magical environment for them to come and be surrounded by food. You saw them picking the radishes earlier. This is a time for me to teach them when it's okay to pick something, when it's not, when do we need to let it grow, how does it grow. They get to watch all this, and even though they're not with me step by step, they are picking it up. More is caught, by watching someone sometimes than it's taught. So I did put some blood meal in this bed. So you see my trowel out here because I didn't think that the kale was performing as well as it should. So it got a little blood meal treatment that I kind of poured in there, and I'm glad because it rained and I'd already kind of watered it in there. And the lettuce wasn't coming up quite as strong as I thought it should. So I just kind of amended that with some blood meal. And carrots are doing great. See the carrots? Now they did not do good in this bed and that bed, and I really just think it was a germination issue. I think the weather that was going on at the time was just bad germination, and that's all that was. I have fallen in love with crest, y'all. Crest is amazing, and it will be a part of my salad garden from now on. So that's this, and it's very peppery. It reminds me of eating a radish, so it's like eating a radish, but not like just the green part, and it tastes a lot like it's got kind of a nice little spice to it, but not too strong. The kids decided that some of the radishes were a little too spicy for them, so I took the red skin off, and then they ended up eating it more, or I sliced them up, and I said, well, you might want to eat it sliced up, and that way you don't get such big chunks of spice. Look at that. So King of the Llamas going up right here. Same thing. Pretty excited about that. Look at that. Yay. So it just takes time. Your garden takes time, guys. I put a video out about these 2 boxes and how I use them up there. So go check that out. I will load it right here. So up there, if you want to rewind the video when it's done and catch it. And in here, I have my okra. It needs to go down. These are all tomatoes, okra, artichokes that all came from seed, and they need to go down into the bottom. And we're just still working up there. We have a lot of work to do. down there, and it just hasn't quite gotten done. So now I'm going to take you to our porch area, which is where we've been doing a lot of the work. So the dog got kicked out from being inside because he went out and got into a big huge like mud pile, and he's nasty, so I stuck his food out here. They all need to be up potted or put in the ground. Lilies, irises, and then over here is the original lettuce bed. So you can see it is got lettuce and carrots. And then look at all the sweet peas. They are just going off. And these big ones are lamb's quarters. I know a lot of y'all are like, you got a weed growing back there. It's not a weed. I actually eat it. You cannot eat it raw. Don't eat it raw. You have to cook it, saute it. And it's also called poor man's spinach. And I love it with just butter. And I saute it in my pots. In my, little cooking pot. But these are pretty awesome. This is what I wanted to show you. Is the peas are here. Can you see them? Look at that. So I got sweet peas coming. Look at all the blooms, and they're everywhere. There's one there and there and there and there and on the back side. But they're just beautiful, and I know what I can get away with sweet peas because last year I planted some a little later. And so that's something you have to do as a gardener, is figure out what works for your yard, what works for your porch, what works for your area. And so you learn what you can get away with and what you can't, and don't be scared to experiment. This is my seed table. So this part of the porch is mostly just like a work part right now. And so my seedling table, my seed tables, where I'm up potting stuff, starting new stuff, and so this is going to be up here till later in the summer, and then I'll take all this down and stuff. And we are redoing the porch. That's coming later. We just haven't gotten to this part. So pretty excited. Here's my loofahs. My first loofahs didn't germinate at all. So once again, I think it was a weather thing. So I have to take these and separate them. Had a lot of germination issues this year. It's got me a little behind, but it's okay. Better than nothing. Alright guys, well, hope you enjoyed the little tour. We'll be doing one about the bottom garden down there soon. So you can like our channel. So if you will subscribe to our channel, Wildwood Wonder here, and just give us a thumbs up and start following us. We would love for you to follow us on our other adventures. Thank you.